Hey everyone, it's Keely here, and today I'm sharing day 12, the last day of our 12 days of spring scraplifts. Now I absolutely love this lift. I think it's such a pretty one, and it gives me the opportunity to use some hand stitching on my page, which I do love to do, and I used to do so much more before, and I don't do it as often now. So today's lift is in the top right hand corner, and I've also linked it in the description below. So I wanted to do some hand stitching like in the original layout. So I printed off the word flowers in a nice swirly font to use as my template for poking my holes, ready to start stitching my title. So it says flowers, and it's going to be part of my title, which is going to be pretty flowers. Which is what Darcy said when she came to me with a dandelion. So I thought it was the perfect title for this page. So I put my holes first using my printout as a guide. And then I started stitching with some white embroidery thread. And I think I went for 3 strands just to give it a bit of a chunky look and make it stand out on the white background. Now you saw me then trying to stitch and I was struggling, and I realised I'd picked up the wrong needle for my stitching. So off camera I did switch it out to my needle that I really like to use. I think we all have like certain things like that, don't we, that we like to use and we find easier to use, and I have a specific sewing needle that I like to use for my hand stitching, where the one that I started using was really flimsy and I couldn't get it to go through the 2 layers of cardstock. So yeah, I did switch it out, and it was a lot easier once I was using my good needle. So that's all finished now, and I really am happy with how it turned out. Even though it is white on white, you can still see it, and more so in person, you can really, you can read what it says. So I'm going to come in now with some strips of pattern paper. In the original layout, it looks as though some ribbon was used. Now I don't have any ribbon in this kit, so I'm going to use some strips of pattern paper, and I've gone for this gorgeous pink and the yellow, which is the same as the border, which I did do off camera before I started filming. I'd already used this pattern paper for cutting out an envelope for, I think it was day 9. So I used it, I saved that, and I used it for a border on this page. There's a border on the original with some really good distressed edges, which I love the look of. So I've kind of done the same thing on my layout as well. Now I'm coming in with my photo again. I'm going to start adding some layers behind my photograph. On the original layout, it looks as though there was lots of layering behind the photograph. I'm not really good at doing like random layering or anything random at all on my pages. I kind of have to fiddle and try and make things look perfect, so the whole random thing goes out the window. But I do try my best, and I use some of the cut apart cards just to add little pops of colour behind my photograph. Now I've gone for mainly yellows and pinks on this page, but I do come in with some orange shortly. I've used another half of a doily that I had left over from a page a couple of days ago. And I'm going to add a tag behind as well from one of the cut apart tag sheets. Now this photo was taken, I think it was 2018, because of where we were on the photo. I think it was 2018, and Darcy just looked adorable. She's got little pigtails in, she's got her sunglasses on, and she's come walking over to me with a dandelion saying, "Oh look mummy, pretty flowers." Now I just thought it was adorable, and obviously being a scrapbooker I had to take a photograph. And on her shirt as well she's got a little bunny, so there's definitely got to be a bunny on this page. So that's all my layers done now. I've got a tag, a doily, and some of the cut apart cards peeking out to add pops of colour. Now I'm bringing in the Simple Stories Alpha sticker book to complete the rest of my title. I need to add some of these to write the word pretty. Now I start off with these big ones in pink, but I do switch them out for the same colour but slightly smaller. These big ones just felt a little bit too big, where those were just felt a bit more the right size for this page. Now I'm going to come in with some embellishments. I've kind of picked out a few things beforehand that I'd like to use because I haven't very much left, so I'm quite limited on embellishments now. So it's kind of like there's some fussy cut things. I think I've got some fussy cut flowers. This I Love Spring was from the sticker sheet, and that particular piece was the reason I wanted to bring in some orange, because I had a few orange little bits and pieces that I hadn't used yet during these 12 days, so I wanted to bring in a little bit of orange so that I could use some of those pieces up. Now I did add the bunny at the bottom first to create a cluster at the bottom. In the original layout there's like a cluster to the side of the title, but the bunny just didn't look right down there. So I have added the bunny to the bottom right of the photo instead, but I am going to add a little cluster to the side of my stitch title as well. Now these are some florals that I've fussy cut, and I'm going to add that above the I Love Spring. I've got one of the stick-on brads there as well, which has got a little bunny on, and it's also got a little pop of orange on the background of the brad. So again, it's just adding another touch of orange. I add the word shine next to my bunny. And this is where I start to bring in some things for this bottom cluster. Now I fussy cut out a yellow watering can. I mean, she's not planting flowers or anything like that, but I just thought it worked really well with the whole flower theme. And this photograph was taken in spring as well. It was taken just after her birthday, possibly a third birthday. I think it will have been a third birthday. And Dicey is a spring baby. She was born in April, so you know, the colours and things of this kit work so well with this photograph. I added another one of the fussy cut flowers down next to the watering can. I was going to add it tucked in near the tag, but I needed a little something orange at the bottom there. And I do add another brad down at the bottom as well, just to get some of those used up. I've not really got many brads left. There's, I think, one or two left. Stickers, my sticker sheet is nearly completely empty. What else did we get? The chipboard, again, I've hardly any of the chipboard left at all. So I've really killed off this kit. I do have quite a little bit of paper left. I definitely could get a couple more layouts out of the paper. But embellishments wise, maybe one more layout maybe. So now I'm coming in with some of the sequins we got in the kit, picking out a couple of the sequins that I want to use. I want some of the little flowers that are in the sequin mix, and some of the clear iridescent sequins as well. And then I finish off with some pink paint splatters. On the original there's some black splatters, but I didn't want to bring any black onto this page, so I've gone for some pink pearlescent splatters instead. So that'll be my layout more or less finished. I really hope you've enjoyed the 12 days of spring Scraplifts as much as I have. I think our next 12 days event will be for summer, which I'm going to try and film again, because I'm really enjoying the filming of these 12 days events on Scrap Squad. So yeah, so please do go and have a look at the Scrap Squad Facebook group. If you haven't joined in with us yet, you can join in anytime that suits you. We love looking back and seeing what people have been doing. So yeah, go and check out the Scrap Squad Facebook group, and I will be back with a video soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.